I'm sorry, मैं loud पे गाने बजाए sorry. मुझे बहुत ही silent थी.
Smoke challenge is not. Don't take me for that one. Bro, you've not seen a smoke challenge? Oh my god. You seen Jungkook smoke challenge?
No. No, you need to show me now. I hate you.
Wait.
I was with my friends after school at 7-Eleven, man.
Always gonna be a side friend. Oh my god. Give me your phone.
It is low on battery, my darling.
Adi, bro, my net's not working. Shit, this piece of shit.
050 bro. सबका जीवन अच्छा हो जाता है 050 देते.
It's not coming here.
Yesterday we spent 3 hours together.
Where?
पहले मैं यहाँ से भी मिस कर गई इसके साथ 2 घंटे वहाँ पे थी कॉल पर. फिर वहाँ से मेरे को घर ड्रॉप किया मैं घर पे नहीं मैंने बोला मैं वर्क करने जाती हूँ.
ये मेरा क्लास था तेरा बार. क्या था?
फिर मैंने बोला CBSE में.
अच्छा तो तू उधर से करने गई थी?
Obviously ना. तुम्हारे ऐसे में कोई जल्दी जाते देखना तो 7-Eleven में ही खाओगे.
अरे यार ये दिख ही नहीं रहा है. बहुत मस्त दिख रहा है वो.
वेट मेरे फोन को चार्ज होने दे वो मर रहा है बेचारा. मेरे फोन का बैटरी लाइफ मैंने तुमको बताया नहीं है. ये हाई पे
यार
वॉल्यूम थोड़ा कम कर मेरे कान वाला बट damn bro. Who edits his videos?
He did it on his own.
No,
He did it because he's written that it took me a very, very, very long time for it.
Oh.
And then Taylor has also done the same. So I'm gonna like Jungkook.
Like, how do they edit their videos with the time and patience? I would have to pay someone.
That's their job.
No, their job is just performing, no?
But he has this one stand up, but that one was better. So the higher class could be Okay, see this one. I think that one is better. Okay, this one is
He looks very attainable and he does not look better. He looks unattainable.
which one better?
This is the unattainable one.
Very good.
I'll go to church after this. If I'm going to me.
Actually, that thing where he has a body roll now. Wait, this one.
I want to know that. No, but now that you've told me this unrealistic.
I've seen it like 100 times. Wait. Wait, now when there's a body roll now.
Yeah, I know. I can do that.
You've seen his expression when doing it.
Don't. Aditi, you are ruining me right now.
See his expression?
No, Aditi, you can't ruin me like this. No. It is very.
It is. I was waiting for us to hold it. You seen him smoke?
Yeah, I know.
Sit down. Good evening. I could see anxious waiting. Already you're getting a holiday today.
Because it was
I said anxious waiting or whether you're getting a holiday today. Sir,
I don't know. We were just chit-chatting actually.
we are into the last volume, na? Food corporation, food security data all.
I think we did population.
Okay.
उसके बाद का we need to start a new chapter.
we didn't come. We started finishing.
That's what I
Just started.
I'll have my key. So, what happened last class? We started. Who started? You have completed. You were absent. I'm asking. This is the reason. Oh, now? Yes. Like one Monday I have class. Coming Monday. Which day? Is it okay? Ready? Tomorrow you are going to attend any test. These are only 80 marks. This is 80. I just introduced food security, correct? I explained the 3 A's also. What are 3 A's? Availability, accessibility, and affordability. So nowadays, it is becoming extraordinarily marvelously that my lectures. Correct, right?
She's usually like this normal
Only complicated for that population. But मेरा lectures में थोड़ा डल था ना रे.
I was thinking entirely and then Saturday actually testing when I went home.
क्या हो गया फिर? Now you are quite better. All cool. Neighbors are all better. When you are longer, we have to check the neighbors. They have the people on this one. What are you doing?
Yeah.
My neighbors will open the door.
You should.
If you ask them if my key is there, my master key is there, so my father will bring the key. Just keep the key and
You selected a bad.
We got friends with the people before we moved here. So now we need to think of when at 11 o'clock in the night when you're supposed to ride. Like, if they need to borrow, like, their son was happy they need to borrow scissors. Yeah, in the night. But that's what kids usually remember. They have this kind.
Let it be, let it be, let it be. Now let us have a small revision of what is food security. I have given three words, correct? Affordability, accessibility, and availability. Let's start with the first word called availability. Did I give the lines for that? We say availability of food grain throughout the year. Wait, I'll give it. I'll give the attendance sheet. Sharad, I gave him the attendance sheet.
He left.
I speak little bit of Marathi with a not so better accent, but okay. That's your shot. क्या Marathi का माँ बहन कर रहा है. Especially for the Pandus, I need to speak. Sorry, the Havaldars. When I got in that international airport, when I spoke Marathi, they are so happy to leave me quick. And the non-Mauritians are, hey, thamba. So when we use the word food security in India since Green Revolution, correct? What is the Green Revolution? It is in the year
has ink today.
1969-70. We have selected a crop called wheat, and which was the two states, Punjab and Haryana, correct? So they got what? More than the expected. So we use the word, when I forgot, spectacular production. Any idea what is spectacular word? More than what we expected. So now the government of India says, let us give three words, starting with again A. So I said availability, accessibility. Let us keep that price in the last line, correct? And affordability. As the word says, affordability. As the word says, what does it says? It should be available throughout the year to all the people, right? Throughout the year. Accessible, easy to reach. For whom? To the common people. The prices has to be kept under control. Prices has to be controlled. Now tell me which food grains generally we are talking about under food security. We start with rice, correct? Wheat, and what? Pulses, correct? And other edible items. So what we mean, we have two branches of, not I can say, we have a separate system in our country called PDS. Did I say this also? We have, correct. We have fair price shops and we have ration shops. So normally throughout India, government creates something called as a buffer stock. Did I give the meaning of the word buffer stock?
No.
Additional stock created by the government of India after every which season? After every harvesting season. So write everyone this word in your notebook. What is buffer stock? Right on. What is buffer stock? It refers to. Okay. Achha, okay. You are writing all. That's good. I'll wait.
I could not write it last class. I got in the other notebook.
It's okay. You need not give me so much experience. Sir, what they are doing after price is kept under control. Now the question always I ask, why do we need food security in India? One, we have agricultural season, every year might not be the same. Two, we have natural disaster. Three, we have rising population. Four, the prices, especially for somewhere here, there is always inflationary trends in India. What are inflationary trends? Prices might be very quickly rising. So we always keep the prices of at least necessary food grains under control. That is the main. What will this food security do? Will not only create buffer stock, will ensure that there will be no deaths in India, at least because of starvation or hunger. So let us write buffer stock. Refers to the national stock of food grains. It refers to the national stock of food grains. Refers to the national stock of food grains.
Sir, can you switch on this fan?
Sir, it's okay. National stock of food grains collected by the government. This doesn't make any sense. After every harvesting season, and kept in the warehouses. What is warehouses?
Place for storage.
Yes, godowns. Till the next harvesting season. Okay.
Or do they do what system?
देखो अभी there is not necessary only next harvesting season. In between also there are some natural calamities. Suddenly one of the village or a state is completely devastated. The food grains has to go there. So where the government gets
to get damaged.
no they do
Cold storage.
cold storage food grains to be cold storage.
Not food.
The rice and wheat.
My grandpa is a ration, like distributor, and food grains are kept like this only, like in separate
Normal,
bags.
normal.
You don't need
Gunny bags.
Yeah.
And unless and until it is not out of the food grain storehouse, then it gets rotten. If not, we have big godown, and especially for sugar, government is very careful. I didn't show you sugar production today. I'll show you. Only one lecture, na, today. Today I'll show you after a few minutes. Okay, how they are packed and neatly kept. Let us go to page number 193. We have done that reading. What is the need of food security? Page number 193. Completed it?
We need to start with
Why food security? That's what. Let us go with point number 1. To save the poor section of the people, open bracket from the word, from starvation, death. Full stop there only, add the word death. Next, people above the poverty line can also come in the grip of starvation. Second point. Not necessarily every time APL, BPL. So how come APL people can come under starvation? When?
Food grains are
When there is floods, when there is natural disaster, the supply line, transport, everything will be cut off. Okay. Third point. In certain cases in India, India are more prone to food insecurity. Close up bracket. Certain states. So there only you write northeastern states. So they always have the tension of food insecurity.
Why is that?
Because
Especially Assam.
because one, we have this Mahanadi river. Every year it floods. Two, agriculturally they are not very much like Punjab and Haryana.
And
Three, the
hilly
government has to
areas.
regularly, where you've gone to, sir? Regularly they have to keep on upgrade the transport. But one season stops, then very quickly. And it is these 7 which states. And we have a very small narrow passage which goes from West Bengal. Anybody? It is called as chicken neck.
You said this last time.
But you didn't remember this last time.
कितना तो किलोमीटर
तो जगह का नाम क्या है? It is called as Siliguri. in Bengali. In English, it is called as Siliguri. It is only 17 kilometer. Always China wants to cut off that 17. अगर 17 किलोमीटर चाइना ले लेता है तो all 7 sisters are away from the Indian brothers. रक्षाबंधन के लिए तकलीफ होगा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. The entire 7 sister will be aloof from India. So look, what are the master plans of China to cut off India? Okay, let's move on. How is food security affected during calamity? So I'm just reading during calamity. They say drought, underline, total production decreases. It creates shortages, like acute shortages. What is acute? Serious. Because of shortage of food, underline, prices go up. Niche likhna inflation. Such calamity happens, wide variety area is underlined, stretched over for long period of time. Upar likh lena, what is that we call it? Pandemic.
The Great Depression.
No, economics. Okay, I'll let you know. A massive starvation might take a turn of famine, right there. I forgot about it. It is famine. Now let us give it to him. Today he is present. How do we characterize a famine? Which situation is characterized as famine? Come on.
A famine is characterized by widespread.
Characterized by. Say it again.
Characterized by widespread deaths due to starvation and epidemics caused by forced use of contaminated water or decaying food and loss of body resistance.
Ekantana, open bracket from widespread deaths and close bracket in loss of body resistance. A loss of body resistance, which country normally? An African country. I would have told that also.
South Africa.
South Africa, neighbor this country. We have a place called Somalia, where the children are always under the starvation death. Correct? Have you heard about a lady actress from Hollywood called Angelina Jolie?
She has adopted kids from Somalia.
वो तो adopted नहीं है, वो हर साल जाती है and she donates millions of dollars to that country. Not only she, many of the people does it, and it's a very very poor country. Forget about wheat and rice; they do not get any food items to eat. They barely get barley. You know what is barley? छोटे बच्चों को हम देते हैं, छोटा सा ऐसा गेहूं जैसे ही रहेगा, but it is not at all good. That also they don't get. So there are many philanthropists from America who go to there, they serve. But this lady was targeting the mayor election. Then somebody told that she is targeting to become the president of America. But there are big industrialists like Donald Trump. Everybody knows Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Before he became the president. Nobody knows. He's a big millionaire businessman in America. There's one Farsi channel called WWE. एक दो बार आया था उसमें. WWE, you watch it? Vince McMahon के साथ एक दो बार ये आया था. Before he became the president of India. He's a very big businessman. और भाई साहब अभी National Security Act के अंदर जेल में बैठा है because he sold some secrets of America to some I don't know which business friends of US. But then we always believe there is always the deaths where people are even unable to stand up. Imagine what kind of poverty. So African countries are there, and this G20, our Prime Minister made a valiant attempt to bring entire South Africa into G20. So South Africa is a club, not a club, it's a union of 53 countries. So all 53 countries are aligned with G20. So this is the biggest step any person can take, and this is the first G20 meet where, without taking the name of Russia, they have passed a sanction against Ukraine. So even Mr. Putin is so happy with Mr. Prime Minister of India. But now we have this Kim Jong. You know him?
Yes.
He's a fanatic, nuclear fanatic. He is having contract and agreements with Russia now. That's the biggest threat to the world.
He has a meeting.
He's there. And Russian president was allowing him to sit in his car. I'll tell the name of the car in Russian also. One of the safest car in the world. So he was
the safest from the world is the beast of
American president. American. I know that. That also came into India.
Like they had a
nuclear bomb. मतलब it can be destroyed नहीं. मतलब दूर जाके गिरेगा, but inside कुछ नहीं होगा. इतना तो है.
I want this car now. I can run people over.
ठीक है, I'll ask you that to give 101 and take it for you.
And Kingdom has the world's safest train.
That is वो पूरा ट्रेन के साथ ही वो ट्रैवल करता है।
हाँ,
जो
वो
तुमने बोला
flight
ना
ज़्यादा use
वो
नहीं
पूरा
करते
बोगी
हैं।
वो बोगी पूरा cannot be
No train or jointers.
correct. He travels within Korea and other place using that train only. He is so much afraid of his life. Anybody can kill him.
Like his father used.
You don't know. He is the fanatic dictator of the Korea, where people are not getting food to eat. Every 3 months, he keep testing the Kim Jong Jong, something like that. Kim Jong Un. Make a fun of his. ऐसा लोगों के साथ हम लोग बोलते हैं ना रशियन प्रेसिडेंट को दूर रहना, but this American Joe Biden not giving any chance to this fellow. अभी Russia is talking with Iran also, and that is anti-American. So Russia is very smart. जो anti-American है सबसे वो friendship कर रहा है. But it is a global threat to the peace. Let's hope for the best. Come on. So understood what is a famine? Let us read famine of Bengal. The most devastating famine that occurred in India. Open bracket. Famine of Bengal in 1943. This famine killed underline 30 lakh people in the province of Bengal. Would you like to see this? Because this famine is an artificial famine. Neither there was any trouble. But it was that because of the wrong policies of the it is a faulty policies of this fellow. He was happy for that. He diverted the food grains to the London. That was the problem. Okay. Let's go to places of famines. You just read silently up till that. Let us discuss. We'll quickly go to case study. And what was the other video I said I'll be showing? I don't remember. Some very good connected video. I should take a snap of this contributions. No, वैसे बैठो. They look the way you are looking at me.
I know.
No, look again. As I captured two of my students in Nerul, they are narrating a subject called commercial application. The girl only took the video. They are doing a lot of presentations because the subject is so commanding and demanding. Along with economics, you have a subject, no? No. No.
So today also there are like famine conditions.
The famine of that Bengal famine was not one because Winston Churchill, he did not maintain the regular food supply to the common people. But if you want to say famine first, it has to be extreme drought, no water. Second, fall in the production of food grains. 3, there should be proper lack of proper distribution of food grains. इसके बाद ही famine start होता है, समझा ना? But whereas this famine, which that we have seen on the video, did not have any clue of this. In fact, they have tested the water and that soil. Na? That is the trouble. Let's read. Come on.
Disgustingly cruel.
No, we can't say like that. Now it's a past history. At least, nah, I intend to. I can't say it on the camera, but we should take over Britain for some at least 10 years and keep us under control and make them to pay for the penance. And Aditi, नहीं चाहिए क्यों नहीं?
अभी का लोग ने नहीं किया.
क्यों नहीं? But उन्हीं का generation था ना.
The British का president prime minister.
तो क्या हो गया? That Rishi Sunak is a fantastic fellow. He still was I don't think Indian
He's
passport.
related to some author, na?
उसी का बेटी से शादी किया नारायण मूर्ति.
Ah,
Still she holds the Indian passport. Sudha Murthy की बेटी है वो. And I'll show you a picture. She's a lady with a lot of richness. Uski wife.
So can we show on the PC?
Definitely. But it will take some time. Look at the salwar kameez that the lady is wearing. She is much richer than the Queen of England.
Yeah, she looks very simple.
अरे उसका तो मैं उसे काम वाली बाई की तरह जस्ट नहीं. Both were in India ना. G20 में आया था. It's like a sasural for this fellow. Narayan Murthy and Sudha Murthy is only daughter, and she holds the stock equity. I don't know what millions of millions. Lady का dress देखो कोई बोलेगा. And Rishi Sunak is also a very learned fellow. And every time he takes the oath for a prime minister or even for a minister, he never takes a Bible in his hand. He openly says, I will owe on Bhagavad Gita. And all the Britishers are that much of courage he has. अभी हमको बोला तू ऐसा मतलब आपको क्या बाइबल हो या गीता मुझे तो सीट में बैठना है. बोलते नहीं मैं भगवत गीता पे सवाल भगवत गीता पे रखे वो बोलता है. I Rishi Sunak become the prime minister of so and so country. So that much of courage that fellow has. And he's a very learned fellow. But अभी बेचारे को लोग ने मुर्गा बना के रखा है. Next time he will be the prime minister of India.
Why?
बहुत सारा racism है. Let's put on to story of Ramu. Come on, Aditi.
Ramu works as a casual laborer in agriculture in Raipur village. His eldest son Somu, who is 10 years old, also works as a pali to look after the cattle of the
So what
sarpanch.
is
Pali means a local language used for a cattle rearer.
Sarpanch of the village
Sarpal
Sarpanch.
Singh.
Somu is employed for the whole year by the Sarpanch and is paid a sum of 1,000 for his work. 1,000 for a year. Ramu has 3 more sons and 2
They're not here, they haven't mentioned maybe. Look at he's paid a sum of rupees 1,000 for his work. That's all. We do not know whether it is for month or year. Go ahead.
Ramu has 3 more sons and 2 daughters, but they are too young to work on the field. His wife Sunhari
Correct.
is also part-time working as house cleaner for the livestock, removing and managing cow dung. She gets half-liter milk, some cooked food along with vegetables for her daily work. Besides,
Is she getting in kind or cash? Kind. How about the other person?
cash.
Cash. How much it is?
1,000.
1,000. Let's see.
Besides, she also works in the field along with her husband in the busy season and supplements his earnings. Agriculture being a seasonal activity employs Ramu only during times of cold.
This one. What for you?
Sowing,
You come here.
planting and harvest. They remain unemployed for about 4 months due to the period of plant consolidation.
What is plant consolidation? In between the harvesting and the sowing season. And a plant is consolidating. So he has nothing. He has to wait.
He looks for work in other activities. Sometimes he gets employed in bricklaying or in construction activities.
What is bricklaying? Making of bricks. Okay. You know what is burnt bricks and normal bricks?
By all his efforts, Ramu was able to work enough either in cash or time for him to buy utensils or to spare bills for his family. However, whenever he is unable to get some work, he and his family really face his dependent and sometimes his small impact. Many and vegetables are not a regular part of the family. Ramu is working in sectors during 4 months when he remains unemployed out of the seasonal nature of agriculture.
Now the entire story is over. Read the question and tell me where you want my for explanation. Why is agriculture? Any of the question you need my help, please just run through it. Then we have annual story. Political. All are kind, na? It is not our Chinese word. Yes, it is FWP, food for work.
They don't get enough meals.
Whatever they are giving, it is in kind. But are they giving enough for the entire family? That we do not. Come on, Ritik, next one. Hammer story. She's
Story of Emma. Emma is a rickshaw puller in Bangalore. He has shifted from Julie Tangaila along.
You know, this is a very famous place. It's right. India is a old, it's in UP.
Along with his 3 brothers, 2 sisters, and 4 parents. He stays in a
What is Jubi? It's a temporary shack. Have you ever heard English word called shack? चार तंबू लगाया गया रहेगा अगर किसी ने बगैर वो 4 तंबू के साथ चला आओ इधर लगा
The survival of all members of his family depends on his daily earnings from pulling rickshaw. However, he does not have to secure blood. Earnings fluctuate every day. During some days, he gets enough earnings for him to save some out after buying all his day-to-day necessities. On other days, he barely earns enough to buy his daily necessities. However, fortunately, Emma has a yellow card, which is an FPS card for below poverty line. People with this card unless sufficient quantity of wheat, rice, sugar, and kerosene oil for his daily use. He gets these essentials at half the market price. He purchases them early a monthly stock during a particular day when the nation shop is open for below poverty. In this way, Emma is able to eat up to survival with less than sufficient earning for his great family when he is fully the earning man.
So what is the only positive thing Amazon is having in that?
FPS.
What is FPS stand for?
I know it, my grandpa does this work.
Grandpa says food distribution system. I don't check with the grandpa.
There are 3 types of cards. There were 4 types of cards which now reduced to 2.
In the rural areas.
No, everywhere.
We have saffron and white one.
Yeah.
Yellow card.
Yeah, there was a sports card which was light blue in color. It
What is
Eat matlab somehow squeezing it. You haven't heard the word eking out? It's very common word with girls and boys of friends. Which I don't go for such. Anyways, never heard that. Get that full form of the plan. A grandpa means your dad's dad, is it?
My dad's brother.
Please touch up.
Yeah, my dad's brother.
The way
Wonderful man. He's been doing this work for like 10 years.
now you might be retired.
No, like this is a government like program that you can do it for as long as he volunteers.
Correct. Let us go to the word social composition and food insecurity. I will just tell you in a nutshell. What we will do, we will only read the last few lines. Okay. So the word is composition. If I say composition, how is our society having a structure? Like in feudalism, you read in history, what are the feudal lords,
We
dukes,
the church?
then
these
serfs,
and these and
Hills. That's the thing. When I say division, we have Brahmins, Kshatriyas,
okay.
Vaishyas, and Shudras. So below Shudras also any number of communities who are socially vulnerable or they are socially excluded. So in this section, we'll be concentrating on only on that. Brahmins and Kshatriyas, no sort of food. How about this Vaishyas? They are traders and money lenders. They are not a problem for insecurity. But the problem starts from the Shudras. Shudras, we have STs in Maharashtra, STs in Maharashtra, then we have a group called OBC. Who are OBC?
Other backwards classes.
So we are going to concentrate only on them and how it is affecting the problem food insecurity. Come on. States which are made, before to that only we read two lines. According to the National Health and Family Survey, unlike that, they might be asking in your MCQ, what is NFHS? NHS, sorry, NHS. How much? Food security, है ना? 1989, 1998, 99, the number of such women and children, underline, it's 11 crores. That's a big number. States, now it's reduced. So earlier it might be more than 20 crores might be. States which are more food insecure in India, conditions leading to food security can prevail, open bracket, any part of India due to various causes. Only underline the causes. Failure of crops, natural disaster, then epidemic.
Yeah.
Now epidemic say now I watched the news, not now, in the morning little bit, free from my other lectures. There is a virus which was already earlier also. Have you heard about Nipah virus? One part of Kerala, it has 3 people have died, more than 100 people have got affected.
Again, the COVID.
No, it won't be under control. Only one section of the Kerala, but government is taking utmost care. It's as good as like coronavirus. Even the morbidity rate is 40 to 70%. If it is uncontrolled, the person can die more than 70% chances are there. So 3 deaths have already taken place. So that virus also through bats.
Yeah,
In fact,
Bangladesh, part of Bangladesh.
Correct.
Corona was also.
In fact, when Chinese ambassador was in Delhi, he was not allowing the 5-star people to not even open, scan the small briefcase. For more than 12 hours, there was a hot discussion. Finally, he returned the bag to the embassy of China, but he never allowed them to even scan the bag. So this is the Chinese, tantrums. Even coming to such a big forum called G20. So they come to a place in Sri Lanka. There is a fort which is very close to Chennai. Or bolte ki wo discovery ship or discovery nahi, it's a spy ship. It keeps on spying India ka kaun sa duty kari in Chennai ka port kidhar India kya kar raha hai, sab kuch kar. So these are all itna zamana aage badh gaya, but Chinese are Chinese. The defense minister of China has vanished. This is the second defense minister. Have you heard about Jack Ma? He's the owner of the biggest chain of restaurants. You find out that like after
हाँ, I think he's a.
वो एक साल तक धरती से बाहर ही चले गए, फिर आया जिंदा. कहाँ था nobody knows. He's the biggest. He's the one of the richest person.
I know, he went for politics.
नहीं, वो तो गायब ही कर दिया चाइना गवर्नमेंट ने.
हाँ,
Whether he was alive, dead, nobody knows.
richest man, he went in the politics.
Jack Ma. You don't know
He was
that.
richest man, the security still he
अरे
disappeared.
बाबा कुछ नहीं. Communist government किसी को भी कभी भी उठा के लेके जाएगा. When the corona was in the last stage, what they will do, they'll come to your house, they'll seal your house with iron nails and the thing. मतलब आपका डोर को ही सील कर दे. अब नहीं आने का कोई, अंदर ही मरो.
You did that to like a whole
What
apartment complex
what kind of
and killed
government it
people.
is? And there is one separate group of Muslims in China.
Yeah.
उनको तो बेचारा नमाज पढ़ता नहीं है, फिर उनको बीफ की जगह पर पोर्क खिला देता है. Atrocities at the max.
Why don't they leave it?
They do anything. That is China, na? Strict communism.
But then why don't they leave the country?
कहाँ करेगा? पाकिस्तान थोड़ी उनको लेगा. They are all Chinese, but they converted into Islam. अभी चाइना में Islamic people है तो it's a shocking news.
You can't even name your child.
No, we can name. Their group is called as Uyghur.
Yeah.
Uyghur Muslims.
This was debated in the
School.
MUN.
What did you say?
I won the MUN.
Oh, good. So what did you say for Uyghurs?
I was India. I was representing India, so
Great.
yeah, I was fighting with China throughout the committee for some reason.
Fighting with a member who represented China.
Delegation. I was fighting with their delegation. And,
Okay.
The hot topic was only Uyghur Muslims and the violence against them.
Have you seen the pictures of Uyghurs? Never.
No. Research. I was researching. I only saw articles, never pictures.
I had seen
We are not lacking, sir. We are so much further in the syllabus.
अच्छा हाँ ठीक है. Let's proceed. There's some things that you have to write in your notebook. Put the heading dimensions of hunger. I'll give you what is chronic hunger and what is seasonal hunger. So put the heading dimensions of hunger. So you can make like this. Here only you can write both. One is chronic and the other is seasonal. So write under chronic. Under chronic. So refers to hunger have observed since a very long time. Due to persistent and the persistent inadequate supply of food grains. Inadequate supply of food grains. Full stop. Both quantity and quality. Both quantity and quality of food grains are considered. Both quantity and quality of food grains are considered. Other side, seasonal. Only during hunger, only during specific season. Hunger during specific season of the year. Specific. Full stop. Due to natural calamities, crop failure, or in between the growing and harvesting season. In between, I mean, we read one line, na? In between growing and harvesting season of crops, of food crops. That's it. If this is seasonal hunger, my dear. She has written both on the same day. एक काम करो इधर तो नहीं कुछ नहीं करो Why do you write such beautifully? I told you ना
नहीं I just cut chronic ऊपर का
नहीं कुछ मत करो ना पहला जो लिखा है वो chronic है फिर अभी जो तुम लिख रहे हो that is seasonal
अच्छा both है लोग same
that is what I told that's a little bit can break that knowledge अभी क्या करना ना कर
Okay sir.
You're welcome. Now let's go into page number 197. Please read both the paragraphs. फिर steps में लेके जाता हूँ. Almost we are closing to the end of this chapter, but there are a lot of things I need to discuss with you. ये लड़का किधर है?
7 more pages.
Let it be. That's only quantity. Who is this fellow? No. This fellow. किधर है? अच्छा लगता है.
अच्छा अनुराग.
He has taken up his role na. Washroom manager. Read it and tell me chronic and seasonal hunger. Anything you want? Okay, today you took up the role of Anurag role. Anurag तो कुछ अलग ही type का है. You don't know him?
His best friend.
अच्छा.
The best friend.
ठीक है.
They're talking each other's ear.
Yeah.
तो किससे बात करूँ?
अरे छोड़ दो. It's okay.
अरे तो अभी इतना लाल
It is okay.
ऐसे कितनी पंचायत?
हाँ भी क्या? ना, Niti is very careful.
Sir,
She'll take
I
care.
totally will understand what that does.
But why do you want to understand?
How does he understand sir? He talks in seconds here.
But why do you want to understand what he is saying?
And then during class, na, he make very disputed, remarks. Yeah.
And the girls.
Everyone.
But silently देखता कुछ नहीं मस्त.
अरे नहीं ये aggressive ऐसे बीच में अचानक से.
You should see him in English class. It is debilitating how he talks in English.
The man doesn't say anything to him.
Ma'am is very. He'll speak more than ma'am does.
Hey, I have given what is seasonal and chronic. He's in his doomsday day. Read girl.
Read.
You don't get into what these beautiful girls are saying. They will all complain about you two guys. इनसे भी बात करो ना क्या कारण पूछ कर दो.
I didn't talk to them. That's why.
Yeah, only Anurag does not talk. He is very friendly.
We have to respect their unity and integrity.
Unity. Yeah.
That's not the right word for that. Hey, read it chronic and seasonal and Aditi, give your notes to him. Copy it up.
Aditi.
Sorry, Aditi. There was long back, there was a movie of Amir Khan's nephew. Oh, कौन सा movie जिसमें
Please so much.
Yeah.
हाँ उसका ले लो, उसका ले लो. Careful, she's a
सर दोनों की सेम.
छोड़ दे, तो फिर बाद में ले. Look, I put the heading. You put the heading like this in a notebook and keep. Dimensions of hunger on one side chronic and other side seasonal. Shall we go to the other part? There are page number 198. Steps taken to ensure food security. Okay. So food self-sufficiency in food grains. I am reading. You mark it and then you write it in your notebook after my lectures or after your 2 lectures. First, green revolution and protection of food grains. India is aiming at self-sufficiency in food grains since independence. How do you explain about self-sufficiency?
Enough for ourselves, not for the entire.
We should cut the imports of food grains. Automatically you are self-sufficient. Now, when will you say no to the import? मेरे पास है बहुत, मैं क्यों तेरे से लेता? India was not like that. India used to import a lot of sugar.
That's the revolutions is happening.
Green revolution तो बाद में हुआ. उसके पहले
Imports fruits still.
not early.
Yeah.
Second.
They export them.
India adopted a new strategy in agriculture. Underline the word new strategy in green revolution, especially wheat and rice. जो मैं read कर रहा हूँ उतना ही underline करो. Writing also you could do like that using simple conjunction. Green revolution means open bracket. In the field of agricultural production by introducing various technological and institutional reforms. Close bracket. When India became free, to meet this situation, which situation country had to import large quantities. Did you find that line? The country has to import large quantities of wheat. Did you see? उस arrow को directly नीचे लेकर आता. जैसे मैंने आदित्य के book में arrow डाला. To meet this situation, government took up open bracket many schemes for improvement of agriculture. Let's see which are the schemes. Agriculture was given first point, top priority. Several schemes were undertaken. Third, new scientific methods of farming. Four, few HYV, high yielding varieties were developed. Farmers encouraged to use manures and breakthrough technology. Without kuch only technology. Now put the question in a note. Briefly explain major steps of Indian government. Briefly explain the major steps of Indian government to achieve
Major steps
of Indian government to achieve self-sufficiency in food grains. To achieve self-sufficiency in food grains. Now just run through the answer. Self-sufficiency in food grains. Run through the answer and tell me, is this quite okay or shall I add some more points? Only put the heading and keep impact of green revolution. 2 minutes you are allowed to discuss, ask many questions. Or if you want to write, you can start writing now.
Where is Krishna?
Shit, system.
मुझे क्या पता
I given 2 minutes for you to do the things. They want to ponder the thing.
I think he doesn't even know where the sister is.
It's okay. His system. He'll take care.
I thought she does.
अरे वो फेक थोड़ी ऐसी सिस्टर है उसे बना
Come on, girls. Get on with the work.
So did they start white revolution before green revolution?
So white revolution was after the green revolution.
My
That was that
definition was
Amul,
for milk.
Amul started, and then we have blue revolution, also called as aqua, for fish and fish products.
We had golden and yellow revolution.
What is that?
For rice, no, for dal and for oil. For like
The
dal.
Russian stocks are predicted.
Huh?
Yeah.
Aditi, you heard now, you need to tell me, man.
No, she's not a man. Anyway. And Aditi,
Yes.
so she didn't understand you. Don't tell me, man. Hey guy, when is my exam for you?
Huh? SST
My
exam.
subject.
done
How did it
Oh,
go?
how was the paper?
ओके
यार तू कोई भी टाइम पे सीरियस हुआ नहीं है.
नहीं सर ऐसा नहीं है ठीक था बट इतना भी ठीक नहीं
But are you not? देखो आदिति को मैं पहले सब जरा जोर से उतरने she will start crying like this.
I didn't cry. So.
मतलब अरे वो she is so careful with her studies. I'm not saying. And शायद घर पे भी थोड़ा सा.
no sir the paper was
I
good but
Mama doesn't know already.
some answers were I was not able to write but I did it no I have left paper I written something
After the PTN.
for one question
I Mama didn't say also anything.
Yeah.
I think first she said that I you know
I have the question paper I have the question
Show it to me. It can be help to these girls. ना क्या है चुपा क्या.
I didn't get the question. We don't
This
get
is
the
a
question.
game.
पढ़ा
Cut it.
We don't get the question.
Why?
They keep it because then put that at different
It's a
branches.
print.
So you know, our school got different branches now. The students leave the paper from.
Oh, that's okay.
They don't leave the paper at the end.
You collect it. You want it right now? Or you collect it after the lecture? Because उसको paper पे नहीं चाहिए. And see, find out. I
They don't
can.
give us because then.
So much confidence on you.
Because then they leave the paper. Last time science का paper 10 standard का.
Very